All right, hi you guys, it's Daisy here. Here I have something for you. So hopefully you guys are like studying after watching the monthly reads, especially regarding Temple City, and I hope you guys found your temple. So one of the things that's going on here is I had to re-upload two videos. They're going to be back on my timeline. It's Spanish cops dying and when being in people's business backfires badly. Then speed reads. When I was doing the speed reads, something came up. So you guys know what the speed reads. I just come on here and I'm doing my reads. You guys are gonna find out that you guys are about to get a bunch of money, my subscribers and stuff like that, for what they were doing with my channel. Also, too, because of that Anthropic, they just decided, old Pam Joe and them, that they were gonna go ahead and help you with an Anthropic, and they were going to go and have your website information, videos with Brandy. They have it all. They were going to be uploading information about you trying to play with Cheong, following Daisy, starting shit with the technology, trying to play with people's kids, playing on certain LinkedIn's, what's that thing called? Social medias, all that. Tracking and identifying your affiliation with different hosts, all of that. Yeah, they're about to start something like that. Like, oh, look, so, because they don't want to put them in jail and this and that, so you're blocked from everything. And it's a website that everyone's going to have to use because you want to play with white supremacists that are getting banned from society. You also have to understand that they made a website playing games with me, right? And this is one of the things where you're going to see that this Anthropic thing is cursing. You're not supposed to be playing with shit like that, period. It's none of your business. And you're not supposed to be doing anything like that, trying to pull on old records. Whose phone was here at one time for something that they want to sell to white supremacists? A lot of that data is locked. It needs to be converted and transferred. Certain software to do that. They started a lot of shit and then hosting it on the United States government and then hosting it on the United States public, our phones and computers. So you have to understand how serious it is that they got caught doing that. And then in between playing with me with the website, you guys really have no fucking clue what they created with that website. So this entire time, this whole case was supposed to be ending. Okay, hide the mail. Okay, yeah, she moved, and we just did it after she moved. So you knew, because you followed her to Atlanta. So, but you knew. So you went there, starting drama, starting chaos, starting warfare. That got Susana Morales murdered. Because that was about drama. You saw that with the police. They said it was an officer that did it, playing with Nation Islam, causing chaos. Doing all this mess, all these youth murders, all that chaos that got started, and look now. So you guys are finding out that this whole thing that they were creating on the internet that I'm going to explain to you, it also created Sade Robinson. And they were basically using a website that I could not get to. They made sure of that by playing in my email 24/7. Oh, look, the link, it's getting flagged. Yeah, they're sending it to her. They had something completely set up for that link to scan it everywhere. The feds found it. They're putting all of you guys on a website. Okay, so they know about that driving to Guatemala. They're going to see all those different track groups starting out with shit. People sidekick and aim. They tracked all that because they showed how much Martha uses all that to play with CPS cases so she can go investigate people for medals to get like white people like medal for pedophile tech. That's like the biggest thing that they were doing. They were selling those medals for pedophile tech because they have like the computer supply regulated. So this whole Semiconductor Act, all that, you guys saw that canceled, all that canceled. It was about them being able to rework their pedophile like server back into society, and it backfired. Because how they stole from all our Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, everything. So now you guys are seeing like, okay, now I see what's going on. They made a website that they thought was going to overshadow the fact that space had come out in a very powerful way to set them up. But because they were playing with that Anthropic AI, they tied their hand into the past of getting caught up in exposing the fact that space is actually real. Look how you exposed it. Thank you. Right. And it's like typewriter form, like falling down in blue letters, and they're like very delusional. Yeah, so, you know, there's something going on with what they were doing online, playing with white supremacists, talking about, oh, I made it a white man, and then he's going to share his powers, and then random people were going, saying, oh, I know Daisy from this and this and that, and that and that and that. So they brought out that Anthropic, the feds and things like that, like, okay, we'll use this, start that. They brought it out on them, because playing in that data, okay, but this doesn't match up. None of that even happened. That's not true. Why are you doing that? What are you doing? And that's how they got caught up with what they were doing, to the point where they found out all these kids were going missing because they were starting shit like that. Like, oh, we need to rework the memory tie between them sexually, then we can anchor this and anchor that, and then we can code. And then our octopus was stolen from this collectively. I don't even know these people. That's what they were doing on the website. Then they were putting my twin on the website too. And saying, oh, look at the woman that he made it. One of them, she was getting investigated the entire time. They knew that. They were doing that so they could fudge my twin's case. They were causing so much chaos and calamity in between, trying to hide the fact that we were typing, going to people's computer, starting shit with virtual reality. They're all people of color, having crazy dreams, going to the doctor, a bunch of shit going on, writing stuff down, hella crazy coincidences going on because we're playing with that Anthropic early on. So now it's coming out. That's a very serious thing in America for that Anthropic to be coming out. That they're playing like that on the computer. Why would you be doing that? Well, they were next to each other in traffic at this time. It was a red light. They were turning. We could say something happened. That he parked up the street. They did that. Now you see they're affiliated with cool little 12-year-olds. And they are on crack. And they are on fentanyl. They're on meth. And they set up specific things like the Ryan wedding raid so they can get shit started. Because they wanted that combination that they had a different way to play with this Pachinocho. They track that though. Right. They track that though so they can see when they're starting like nonsense in society and coalescing with people's kids going missing. So now you guys are seeing, oh, it's about that AI system that they put out for white supremacist Russia and everything to come to America and play with people. Why would you be doing that to black professionals? Well, look, okay, wow. She said this about you when you were 14. Okay, well, yeah, I don't want you around me now. Who are you? Oh, well, Baba, they don't want us around them, so what? We can talk about this all day and start this all day, but they don't want us around them. And then by doing that to me, they actually found out that I was very normal. And that I was actually completely excluded from bringing any drama to my community whatsoever. Period. In the advent of doing that. And I'm so happy that you did that. Okay, good. So all that, we were twerking, shaking ass, doing way more. Yeah, Daisy's not like us though. Like we really, really sacrificed ourselves in front of the feds, playing games, knowing that we're hoes, starting shit. Now we're in the office social work. I remember all you hoes popping pills, starting shit, going around. Your baby daddy's causing chaos in foster care, the whole nine. They're pulling all that up. Look at this. Her social worker, her foster care worker, taking pictures of her bed and all that kind of stuff. She's like in the office right now and they're clowning her. She's playing with Desiree because they're overweight and the hamburger bitches. That's the type of shit they're about to go put on file about you guys because they have it because you wanted to go play. Whoa. Okay. Okay, cool. Because you tied your hand to that website. So now one of the things in Anthropic that I want to tell you about was this their manifestos that they're spreading. White women. We will go ahead and usurp her womb and get our master flower back by getting on her computer and projecting specific frequencies, playing with the CPU. And then Master Mother in Space is going to bring down the Master Anchor and destroy her using this Mantisa. What are you talking about? Because they're playing with my coding tutorials and what I'm teaching on here. That's done. That's like the entire point. That's why we're getting the computer so you can move now so we can go ahead and do the work that I have on my flash drive that you like stole. Because luckily I'm able to go get the ledgers and I remember most of the stuff that was on there. Okay, thank you. Okay, so you let me know what you want to do, okay? Because that's not like going away what people found you doing. Oh, I didn't know people knew what we were doing. That's why a bunch of white women, they're getting charged for having prolapse, uterine cancer, cervical cancer, ovarian cancer, vaginal cancer, all of that. Yeah, they are. Because they found what they were doing. Okay, they started it now. So also, too, I just want to let you guys know that there has been a big-ass order for cloves, roach poison, rat poison, all kinds of stuff. Okay, they're going to be making pills for them and taking them to centers. Because what they got them, saw them doing. Playing people's phone, trying to wage wars with CPS with crackheads. Her daughter's going to stay over for like 2 nights, and then I'll just go in and do the transfer ritual and get my powers back, transgenders. They found all of it. You have no idea. What they have found is astounding in America. That's done. That's over. It's done. You guys saw that high priestess? And she had her babies? Look at the public health director's name. Do you know how serious that is for charges? Okay, yeah, but how are you getting all that shit? Wait, hold on. Ann Taylor, she wants to be a prosecutor. What is this? Yeah, whoa. High priestess, yeah, they blessed her. Somebody wants to go visit St. Louis. Right? Saint Lunatic. She has like a little hat on. Yeah. She loves it out there. Yeah, also too, so I want to tell you guys that because of this Anthropic, that's what they were doing the entire time. And kids going missing and Sade Robinson and turning on virtual reality, trying to groom people. Talking about we can recreate the official brain link between Daisy and Mahaney. Then he could take on his Chabad life and his spiritual powers again. And he doesn't know people are sitting there like, I'm like, oh, wow. You guys are actually that fucking delusional. That's so sad that you're like coming around me with that. And now you guys see what's going on with crackheads running around and starting a bunch of shit. They were getting set up the entire time. Okay, cool. So now that you guys have seen this, like, okay, so what's consistent and what's true? Everyone got caught up. One of the things that's happening too is you guys remember the stipulated judgment. They went to go put in a request for Department of Justice, Attorney General's office to be able to settle all of them. Like, okay, look at this case, and this case. This is going to keep on going. Okay, well, can we create a council where we just negotiate? They get a letter, email, that they're supposed to come here for a day. We have a committee for that, and then that's that. Okay, so that's what they put in. They've approved something for 6 cases. Because they're doing their own investigation. I have to tell you that. That's what I'm talking about, this old Pam Joe. Yeah, Pamela Bondi's finding out the worst. Okay, that's disgusting, Anthropic. Somebody really got caught up uploading me to that. So it came out that there was, this was Stephanie. So now remember, playing games with Daisy like that, so that they can try to hide the fact of what they did. Some of you guys don't know that when I was like 21, I was on the BART going to my job, and somebody attacked me on the BART, and then I went on the BART again. He tried to follow me, and I was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And he got arrested by BART police, and there was a trial and everything. And they gave me victim of a crime. I never got the check. Somebody cashed it. It came out because I called them, and they got the recording, and they were like, "Oh, well, yeah, we're not playing with the 37 file. We just thought this and that." Well, they said that she was doing sex work. When was I doing sex work? Well, she was late at night, and she was like a prior for what? She works graveyard. I used to work graveyard out of Navy. Oh, 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 they looked it up. Okay, well, well, I didn't know. So you really orchestrated the case for 5 years, lying, then playing with Anthropic cell tower information. Okay, but she doesn't know them. Like, she's on the BART. She doesn't like know them. That's a whole different group. Well, there was like a foster care case in between. Okay, yeah, maybe not. Okay, their cousins just went to the same college. They don't even know each other. Okay, well, let's try something else. Okay, that's the new tool that they are playing with. That's the new tool that they are playing with, and they think that they're about to start that in America. You're so ridiculous. So something got started where the cases in Contra Costa County, and they're reopening it. And now because of what they got started, okay, look, perfect, good. Okay, so that's now you guys see. Now I see what they were doing the entire time, because they were really molesting people's kids like that. No, we can't like do that yet, because we have a few more clinical trials that we're just trying to get here. We may be perfecting something here. We may have a cure for something. So no, because people are going to see people going missing. I can't have that. Okay, because they're doing clinical trials, even though, cool. Remember, they were giving mandated reporters and ridiculous people of color at work purses. Yeah, and starting shit. Okay, yeah, well, who told you to upload me to that? Oh, you guys are playing with hot fire. Temple City's back on, it's back on. Market days, that's been on. Just organize yourself. Right. So I have to tell you guys one of these catastrophes that happened with Anthropic. Us people that I don't talk to, running around starting drama, starting shit. Like, if we can track every moment of her consciousness, we may be able to get like this like signal, and then we can recreate this here, and then I can get my like God back, because she did this and she did that. It makes perfect sense why we're out here, dude. Yeah, smoking plastic, crackhead, starting shit, tracking people, playing games, getting keys to go into like day laborers and night workers for home, to kidnap their children, molest their children. It's a man that came in here. It was two of them. They were like men, women. They were telling me that I stole their powers. They did something bad to me. I don't feel good about myself. Yeah, that's what they were doing. That's what they were doing in San Francisco. That's what they actually did. I told you everyone's getting hit in public housing. You guys were even seeing it. Yeah, but everyone shit is outside. So yeah, but everyone shit is outside, and Daisy's getting shit. And that's another sign that shit is outside, right? So now look at this. Oh, okay. Okay. Budgets need to get renewed, right? You guys saw Job Corps. That went all across America because they're playing with Daisy. Are you paying attention? Put your Trump hat on. Thank you. This may be a bumpy ride. Put your Trump hat on. Right. Kill Donald Trump. His theme song. Okay. Hey, it's a good ride today. You're getting on? Oh, I have nowhere else to be. So now look at this. It's a great city. It's homegrown. It's corn-fed. Now look at this right here. Stephanie playing games. Anthropic. I don't know how many stories I should tell you all at once. I don't know if I should tell you about Stephanie playing with Anthropic, and how she played games in a specific phone and computer, and then that led to her trying to like make it seem like a certain group of people were affiliated with her and could help her. Got them investigated and hit, and they just got a major deportation order affiliated or assigned to them. I just have to show you this in Jamaica. It's a bunch of Jamaicans. They just got hit with a deportation order because of Stephanie. Okay, well, I don't know why they're doing that. What the fuck did you do? But Stephanie, I told you this one not before, one that you play with. Several times I'm hearing this conversation going back and forth. Baba was calling her, getting whipped butt-ass naked, starting all the drama, having to do crazy stuff. We have to make sure that you know that you're not doing this and that. You have to go do this. You have to do that with people's kids. You have to go play with young. Okay. All right. They had this in the media, saying that they were going to do 2,500 deportations. Yeah. Okay, and then you're playing on my channel? Okay. So that's done. Why Selah? Because there was something going on in my phone, and then I saw it was like 313, and then SIDS, and then there was somebody standing right there, and they had a jersey on that said Selah in front of the homeless shelter, and I took a picture. I was like, okay, good. And that was enough for people needed to see. That's done. And their name playing games at Black Infant Health in Rahwat. That was done. Rahwat, her name went through every office. That's done. You guys are dead. Bye. You're very goofy and delusional. Thank you. You're very sickening, out of control, and conniving, and ridiculous. So one of the things that got started here is because you guys want to play, they're still playing with you. So that Anthropic AI brought it out. But in between, it was something with this man and the affiliation. Stephanie thought she was sick with that technology playing games. Like, okay, I can affiliate with them, say that word muscle. They don't have this yet. They just have like a few things. Okay, then they'll think I'm like queen or princess, and then okay, good. So maybe if Drake like this and that, I could try to pull him in saying I have muscle for fentanyl. Nubian news in them. Okay, so one of the things that ended up happening is Stephanie exposed something, the plot against Meek Mill that Drake was involved in the entire time, where like a group of like young niggas, they got involved in drama and gunfire. One of those kids, he got flown out. You have to leave now, now, because you guys killed him. I know you did it. Get out of my house now. Send her son overnight to San Francisco. To the principal. Yeah, the principal for the school I used to work at. Sent him back home there, because that's his girlfriend. Okay, well, my son for stay here, and you have my other kid. Okay. The whole entire time, Stephanie playing the computer, playing on their phone. Ooh, shit, oh, I shouldn't expose that because that's what they used to charge Nico those years ago and put him in jail. Because it happened at the same time. Okay, so then that's what they exposed playing in that phone. Okay, that, ooh, okay, so I can use this against him and do this and that I can get into this and that, make it seem like I'm saving this and that. How did that come out on Anthropic AI? Because you're playing with records and starting shit and playing with Daisy, talking about, oh, well, we could just say that she worked with, like, underage kids, and then this happened. I don't know, but I'm not getting charged over this. That computer, they're not going to get. So the Department of Education is sitting right here firing everybody. Thank you. So this is one of the things that they're using to go ahead and ordain. Okay, I didn't know that you were going to find that out. Because my handy went to go play games. You guys have to understand that. What they're also doing, playing with my name, they're then trying to use to normalize pedophilia and molestation of black children. Then they're making TV shows and movies trying to normalize it. Okay, I didn't know that was going to happen. Okay, uploading me and other people to virtual reality. Oh my God, hey sis, I remember you from high school. We used to be in art class. Yeah, they're doing this and that. What's going on? Oh my God, I don't know, but like, hey, art supplies. If we must be here, let's enjoy art, right? So look, I'm drawing this. Look at the yokai, but girl, look at this cuss on it. Look at this like brush. They have them on for sale. We're like sharing deals and stuff like that. And now I'm just seeing what they did. They made like 2 TV shows of her animations. And something with the Daily was very explosive. And they did something with that network programming interfaces. And people were hella stalking and harassing her. Oh, hey, I like your tits. Like, what? And she saw right in front of her. They stole her work and started hella shit because somebody uploaded her and started drama. Playing with that Anthropic. Looking for people to come talk about this and this and that. Like, okay, well, they were in our class then. We could say Daisy did this and this came from this blood. And this came from this white kid in the class. Okay, we shouldn't have done that because they stole all her work uploading. Okay, whoops. That's what the fuck they're doing with that. That needs to get turned the fuck off. So somebody's finding out that there's a bunch of people that are going to find out about dirty-ass white supremacists on the computer running our herbal theft network from storage units. Oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. Thank you. So they can go play games with, I'm spiritual, I'm this, I'm that. Look at my family. We have this special tech. They can make this type of cake. Whoa, whoa. So, now the other thing, done. Thank you. Now what they got started with that is, okay, so look how that came out and blew up because you were playing with that Anthropic starting shit and it compromised something in the Daily because they're half Korean, right? Caused teledrama, right? And another thing that got started is, I didn't want to tell that I was trying to like upload people and blame who killed the Jacka because I was playing in your phone starting hella shit with Ebony causing chaos and there's another Daisy in the program that you guys were both in. Ebony was playing in her phone, I was playing on her phone. In between, no one knew that little Uno like lived with her. In between, I shouldn't have like exploited that and said, oh, I'm cool with them. And like, well, Daisy like fucks with them sometimes. And like, she introduced me to him and da-da-da. They're hitters sometimes. Playing with your name starting shit. And expose like a whole trap phone network. That's who did that. That's how they made it. Because there's actually like a white lady. And she's like a real estate agent. She had pictures and everything that little Uno was like her boyfriend or something like that. And like he lived with her or something like that. And Matt Haney got on my phone and played with that. I just had to say something. I never said anything about that. I didn't think that was my business. Everyone knows this lady. She's blonde. Her name is Daisy. She's a real estate agent. Go look for her. They were playing in my phone, starting the most shit. He was the one that did that. Why did you do that? A gang of gorillas and whoa. He's the one that did that. Because who knows that lady to be playing games like that in people's phone and starting shit. That's like a deep, deep connect. That's how Ebony got kicked out of program. That's how Ebony got kicked out of program. And then she was playing with like black Seminoles in program. She was playing with this like solid black lady and her daughter at work. Yeah, she used to work for Tom Steyer. They were starting hella drama. Ebony like really started a lot of shit. Ebony Freelix, the former like vice president or president of Salesforce, their foundation. That whole foundation, I think that's done. Ebony, she went to go work under Mark Benioff. That was done. She's actually delusional. Okay, thank you. Now we see what was going on, why they were spreading stories, because they were orchestrating fuckery like that. In between, they were talking about who killed the Jacka. In between, they were playing games of who killed Drake or the Ruler. Why are you doing that? But who knows about that though? No one knows about that though. That's like a very like quiet thing. So who got into that trap phone network now that's causing like explosions? That's what we're talking about with how that led to Room Sun. That's the in between. Like, okay, now I see what the fuck we're seeing with name wrangling. Because you guys saw this in Atlanta with the hairstylist named Daisy and little baby, his baby mama, Jada Chiefs. And name wrangling. Like, oh, I think I'm the Daisy that they're talking about playing with tarot cards. Sometimes, you know, my grandma did it. And playing with Brandy online and all that's going on background checks and oops. Okay. And no one wants me doing their hair because a mess. Good. All right. Yeah, no, it's not funny taking down my videos and shit like that. This is getting people killed. Okay, great. It's like passing like some of the strictest like regulation period in tech. Well, you'll be able to get them, but you might have to pay like more. So that's going right now. You guys kind of cause too much chaos with YouTube. YouTube started a war in India. Yeah, I shouldn't have started that. Good. I just want to make sure my Wi-Fi is going. So that's one of the things that I wanted to let you guys know. Now, there was another thing that was going on. Yeah, regarding, do you see how demonic that is because you're playing with that Anthropic AI? Okay, let's see when they were together, when this was going on. Okay, well, they've been friends for a while, but they were like, they've seen each other like 46 times during this time to this time. We can kind of say this, right? Right. They were together between this time and this time. They were together like 46 times. Hey, they've like seen each other about 300 times. We could say this and this happened, and that they could say that and that. Well, she took this bus like twice. The driver, we could just say that they did this and that they were doing that cool little 12-year-olds, get them off that line so we can stop reporting. That's what they were doing with that Anthropic. Okay, thank you. Well, no, she never like did that. Well, we can kind of edit this record and that record. Say that she came by your house with like a frequency scanner. That's how you got uploaded. I don't know. Maybe we can like try to say that. And this is what the Africans that we set up. But they're like really fighting because we gave them the technology. So we're just like kind of blaming them for what happened with Daisy, but we're the ones like funding it. So we funded them to do this and that. And because they all look like characters from like a Book of Monsters, Harry Potter, they're charging the fuck out of all of them. They're actually not playing. They gave somebody straight 45 years for her face, let alone when she was doing sexually with Stephanie, right? So those are the conversations going on in the AI that they started. And that's why the hood is going bonkers, because we can all hear that. And it's like getting really like ratchet and out of control because like there's a bunch of stuff going on. And like, the nigger bitch will get used to teaching. That's where she's going into different trances, recognizing that we should be getting this. She's thinking about old temple days where we're supposed to be worshipped, and she's supposed to be sharing and giving back the contents from our DNA. Next watch, she's going to have my dick in her mouth, and then she's going to have to say this and this and that. And then I get my sacred juices back. Just like this book, Sacred Ancient Evenings. It's like a book that was about white supremacy. Fake Egyptologists playing like that. They started a war in Ethiopia doing that. Molesting people's kids, starting that, a bunch of little boys getting adopted, all of a sudden their parents gone. You guys are not watching like what white people getting in proximity to black people that know certain things or making shit up with Quran paper, Bible paper. How was starting hella chaos. Yes, that's on paper. That book, Ancient Evenings. They have no idea. How do you know about that? Oh, she knows about all of our white supremacist books. Okay, yeah, that's not a good idea. Because a single search on the internet of Philip K. Dick and you're affiliated with that, your entire computer is tapped. Okay. So I have to let you guys know that that's what the fuck they're doing, and that's why people are getting killed. No one cares. And that's why motherfuckers are trying to hide the fact that they're playing with trannies. No one cares. So if you want to play with me, I'm going to play with you. So now people have seen they're coming around in sunglasses because they're getting set up. Next, there's going to be other weapons. So I wanted to tell you guys about this. Chaos, because there was a video that I'm gonna repost. I think it's there already. It was like the proof of chaos. Let me see. Proof of chaos. Call upon the angel of Philadelphia. Yeah, the bust down as well. This video I have. Yeah, I'm re-uploading it. So that one. Yeah, that they took it down, I'm re-uploading it. That started a lot of drama. Then look at the explosion and everything. Why are you taking this down? Do you know what can happen to you in America? There's going to be a big ass race war in America. Period. That's done. You called it. You asked for it. There's going to be a big ass war in America. Period. They thought they were going to stop it. Like, oh, okay, that's what they were doing with Sade Robinson. They were getting weed. There was kids, and then they're trying to make it seem like they were trying to date because that fuckery that they did with Daisy on the computer, molesting people's kids, going after people's kids. Like, okay, get a black girl, 12 years old. Hey, you want to date? Why are you talking to me? Okay, put her in foster care. Hey, I'm here. What the fuck are you doing here? Okay, well, they said that she's supposed to be in love, and then that's how you get this and that. Okay, dude, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. That's what they were doing. That's what the fuck they started. Okay. Okay, well, we'll just remove her from the home. The mother, yeah, she was friends with these guys. They ended up getting caught up in this driving to Guatemala with Martha. We could say that she's, like, unstable or this and this and that. Yeah, she denied them for housing. Let's go do that. And then we'll put her kids in foster care for, like, a day. Build a case. Have her workers say, hey, I can't really help you because you advocated for this and this and that. Hide this evidence, hide these emails. And then we could just move her daughter for, like, a night. And then I can just go ahead and get my, like, iguana powers back. Like, we paid the Ghanaians. Like, they agreed to it. And people waging their baby mama and kids, and they never even met them. Or they don't take care of them. That's what they're doing with that Anthropic AI. Why are you telling people that we're doing shit like that? That's what they're doing, and then they're editing my videos, and you guys are watching this live. Oh, okay. Okay, bye-bye. I walked past them once. Okay, well, that is not your work, that AI, so we can't, like, really, like, continue this litigation. What are you talking about? Well, they said that you guys have frequency scanners. A woman named Daisy Ozem. Okay. I understand. But, okay, yeah. Yeah, this litigation has been going. So you delayed all these court cases and did all that, and then made a fake-ass algorithm and started a bunch of bullshit? To say that we stole from Russians after they got on the internet and did that to the whole entire internet? Okay, fuck. That's not gonna work. Okay, they know too much. Yeah, we shouldn't have started that, because I didn't put out the frequency scanner. I didn't put out any of that. Remember, you need a satellite, all that. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, that's your code. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you could just check the backdate and ID. Papa, you said you were going to change this. I thought you said that they were going to believe it was mess. Papa, why? Right. Okay, that's what they were doing with that Anthropic AI. Okay. Well, that's not what that's for, and that's not what I was doing with that. That's actually funny that you were saying that. It's like for, like, healthcare, because I was getting, like, blasted with that virtual reality because you were spying on me. Well, you kind of went to this computer store. I didn't go to that computer store. I was on the train. Okay, well, just wanted to make sure. Make sure what? Where's our money? Where's our project? That's what they were doing with that Anthropic AI. And I wasn't even at that store. I haven't been there in that area for like 2 years. I was actually like out a night with friends. Well, just kind of wanted to make sure because they got implicated in like buying this. Oh, so you can track their company for metals. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Fuckery. Because patching, showing you're fucking mentally ill and you fuck your kids. Okay, cool. So I want to tell you guys about this. Something came up in that video. Angel of Philly stand up, or it was also too, Spanish cops dying, something about double triple Lassie, and something was Standish, funeral home, and people's families being involved in warfare, and names coming out because of that Anthropic. And I just have to tell you guys that something got started in India. Yikes. The feds are all over this. Okay, that's way too much. Oh, wow. Starting again. Yeah. Yeah, that double triple Lassie. You're going to see something with like 6 Indian men that like just got clapped out back to back in the past like 3-4 days. Like, wait, what? Some of you guys are not even going to believe these ones died. How did he die? Woo. Whoa. Period. They all look alike too. It's just like 3 in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Yeah, a bunch of pedophiles died too over the weekend. Always gets flagged for what they start doing with children. She's at it again. They're talking to our octopus again and like confusing them again. Oh, okay. Oh wow, that's what they're doing. And delaying everyone's court cases and playing. Okay, thank you. Because they all got to see it. The host that started it. So now you see. Now that's what they were planning the entire time. To use your hand, but you're a horse though. So why do you think that you can speak for the community? Because you eat ass and play games. Okay, but you don't speak for me, though, and that's the problem. Like, why are you clumping them in the same group, making it seem like what they're doing is what she's doing? They're 2 different people, and then you're making up lies? Why does that matter? She works graveyard overnight. They make more money. Okay, why would you be starting shit like that and then delaying court cases for 4 or 5 years? And then having Martha running through Mexico, kidnapping children to build businesses. Okay, we'll take the kids back. They're just niggers anyways. What do they want? They're not going to be working. Cut off her arm. I'm tired of that. She was the one crying and screaming, bringing the police there. Okay, that's what they're doing. Yeah, Martha's like mentally ill like that. That's what you brought into our community. Okay, because she's on drugs too. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Right, that's what they're doing. Right. Well, I found this herb and this substance. Like, come on, just give it up. Going into different places, stealing from people. Why are you bringing these people here? Rural areas or places that not heavily populated, harassing people's like ethnic stores and stuff like that. You guys stole all this from us anyway. Starting hella shit. Okay, I didn't know that they were doing that. You know why people are mentally ill and fucking destabilized. You agreed to that. You knew people were going to be harassed. You tried to sacrifice the cream of the crop of the black and brown community so you can get shit from white people, and they don't have anything. Their satellites got turned off. They got discredited. They have no medicine, no weight, no nothing. Their farms won't grow. That's the big ass war that's going on now. Okay, there's no phytochemical though. U.S. Department of Homeland Security, James Quinn, senior cybersecurity advisor, dead. Playing on the computer, starting shit. Playing with my name in court, starting shit like that. Yeah, so they can play with the entire community. Bringing Boko Haram into our place, playing on my channel. That's what you guys created. Okay, I don't know if they were doing that. That's what they were doing. They were using all that fuckery that you were doing on YouTube to play Boko Haram. Belling them, it could be a Nigerian, it could be this and that. I know that they were doing that. Okay, but I know they were doing all that. You did. You just wanted to play with Daisy because you're stupid and you're a whore. That's what happens when bitches do sex work. They feel low, they loathe themselves. So they start drama. It's called tall poppy syndrome. They start drama. It's something that the indigenous people of Australia, they know. They start drama. They have books about it. Yeah, it's like studied. You can even see it in biochemical pathways, which is coming up in the office. You're mentally ill. You start drama. The fuck are you doing? Wow. A bunch of white women online, head clapped out, bald as a baby bird. Yeah, chirping and singing about NIH studies, and they're canceling this and that and protesting. And I'm telling you, these protests, they're going to use them to set you guys up hella badly. Yikes. Okay, so you know, because you were doing cooler with 12-year-olds. Good. Whoa. I want to show you these Indian men that died one after another after another. Start playing games. Srimram Somanchi. Yeah, but there's also two, like, 6 other ones from, like, last week I need to show you. This dude has died too. Double Lassie, 1 day ago. This man has died too. His own is, like, just, 2 Lassie. But, the biryani, like, just, white triple, just take the whole bag, yeah. Playing games, and then give them rocks. Look. Oh, Ashad, something, Abu Chowdhury. Yeah, pharmacy recruiter posted this after I talked about what you guys did in the pharmacy. That they gave somebody's mom bad drugs, bad pharmacy because of what her son did. They played with the supply and started hella shit. It was like something specific that she was getting for like a test and this and this and that to play with her and destabilize her permanently. Then they changed out the supply period in that area. Okay, they don't have the other brand? Okay. Okay, well that's hopefully that's better. And they then set up the nice Indian pharmacists there, set up their network to play with their farms and regulate this and play that, and we have to sell it cheap, our name now, and playing games. That was a big thing, and then this came out. Because they're playing with that Anthropic, oh, that's demonic, keep it going. Because I'm telling you, you're going to end up getting shot. His own was, for sure, septuple lassi, all on his own. What wife? Stop, like, thinking of, like, greed. Then his own was triple biryani. But I need quintuple mutton. Right. Here. Teenagers stabbed to death. Yeah, because what their families were doing with the hashish playing games in Palestine. Okay, well, yeah, I shouldn't be doing that on this computer. Playing games is super base. You guys don't have any respect. You're a little delusional. That's why you're getting what you're getting. Bye. Mahini, direct message for him. Belanchon. Okay, it can stop. Okay, it can stop. It can just stop. Okay, cool. And then I found this the next day. I'm telling you, that septuple lassi. Who's doing that? And then I found a big ass box of mangoes. And that's how you make lassi. It's mango lassi. Oh, some of you guys don't know about this lassi. Okay, Dad, yeah, India's on fire. Thank you, Auntie. Yeah, she's so gorgeous. Um, it's you know these aunties from they're like she's so pretty. Yeah, they're like there's like a pink purplish one. She's out of control. Yeah, and then they're purple and green, or like dark black. That's really sexy. Yeah, or like some dark blue, like Kali in them. And a portal open. She started singing. I was like, "Ooh wee, yeah, September. Let's see. Yeah, they cursed the entire fucking planet. What is that? Triple samosa? No, yeah, they brought serpents down, baby. They cursed all of India. Whoa. How did this get started? Yeah, I just randomly found this yesterday. I said, okay, oh my god. Then I found those mango. I said, okay, that's fine. You're getting triple lassi, yeah. Who are you to be playing with me? Right. And now look what I'm getting here. You guys are greedy, yeah, and playing like that. Come and join me, you guys. It's all for us, our family. And look, you don't even have to be greedy. Look. Yeah, hey, Auntie, yeah. She just opened a portal. Who's doing that? Yeah, whoa, whoa, yeah, they do. I'm telling you, you shouldn't have started that with that magic. I told you shouldn't have started that. Wow, in virtual reality, I was just learning. When they uploaded me, I was just, wow. Oh, for real? Damn, hi, Hazel and Angel. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Yikes. Whoa. Yeah, there's a high priest in the cartel. He looks like that. Not a game. Yeah, that's really a problem. Right. Yeah. So anyway, and the Anthropic AI, one of the things too, Martha. Okay, well, let's look into school records. It's not. I think I know that family. Hey, hi. Oh, I remember you. Hey, oh my God. Da da da. Next thing you know, do you know about this with Daisy? Oh yeah, I remember from school. Yeah, that's so crazy what's going on. Yeah, there's a lot of people getting money for doing this and that. Why would you be trying to play with people like that? Why would you try to put people on the psych ward and this and that? Like she's being dangerous teaching code. Why are you starting shit like that? Yeah, and it started hella murder. She contacted me on Facebook. Yeah, yeah, cool. So, one of the things that got started here was okay, oops, and they ended up getting my good friend from childhood stalked hella badly because she ended up working at like an institution and they were doing something hella ratchet. Martha using her family's name, like, oh look, their family wrote this about Daisy, yeah, but you wrote it, it's fake. We could just use this to try to investigate her stepdad because he's like this Indiana. Then we can like play with her daughter because she works here, and then say that they're fudging labor trafficking, or they did it because it was something where everyone was reporting labor trafficking of facilities workers. Right. Okay, I didn't know that I caused that. And she's hella stupid. Right. Prakar? Yeah. Yeah, you said what happened? Yeah, they were not playing. Because it was that nonsense that you guys are doing in the Indian community. Triple lassi. Quadruple, she's just looking down smiling. Yeah, she's blue and beautiful. She's on the planet too. You know, some of them, they have big booties. They're beautiful. Why? Woo. Yeah, whoa. Yeah, the peak when she's like standing to the side. Yeah, it's about to start. Yeah, they're about to go into overdrive. So I'm gonna hide that, and then I'm gonna. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you. Did I finish the stream? Okay, so now you guys are seeing what they're doing on my computer. So let's start again from the top of their manifesto. Yeah, because somebody's about to get an email that they're getting fired. Oh, because that was just it. Oh, that was the problem? Oh, somebody's getting threatened with murder? Cool. so now this is what it's come to, and then you guys are all on her computer stealing. Because people are getting cursed. How did that happen? I'm telling you, they're so delusional. They call click me hella badly. Honestly, I'm about to amp that. All right, you guys, let's see. No. Whoa. Yeah, black mustard seed. Why? Yes. Whoa. Yeah, they're taking it to the next level. Oh my God, Daisy. Yeah, whoa. Ouch. 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 Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah, no one cares. All right, how you guys? Sorry about that. So you guys know that they just go and like they just interrupt my channel because it's somebody trying to get attention and it's my forever birthday, and if I'm like the class clown and interrupting, then people are paying attention to me. So you guys like, right, and it's during the times where we're sharing stuff about people of color, what's going on in our community, and so that they can then stop my channel, edit my videos. Like, okay, if you take that down, block like the upload for a few days, and then I can go on this channel and see what we can do, and then just say, oh, we found out this and this and that, because what we did in Palestine and UN is like, that's done. Okay, cool. Because remember what they were doing, lying on Daisy, playing with Anthropic. Okay, well, oh, okay, yeah, like, stop doing that. Stop saying that this came from this guy and that guy and that guy, and stop starting shit like that. Because what you did is expose the fact that all the bitches that you hired are bigger whores than you, like, could have ever proven. Now they're getting shit put on their background check. Bye. So just know that a lot of you guys are about to find out about CPS cases, okay? Okay, cool. So now, let's keep on going. So the other day, we were talking about this septuple lousy and nonsense that was going on and chaos that was like ensuing in the Indian community, and you guys saw this with the deaths. They don't want people to see that. I'm recording this on my desktop too, so I can go ahead and like upload it. But a lot of people are gonna find out you guys call the spirit of death on yourself. It's specific families that were stealing, starting shit. You're playing with Daisy's channel. You're proving it, because no one's gonna litigate this in America when it blows up and goes to the next level. Period. And that's what's gonna be happening next. So you guys know that they called something called like Krikmidi or something like that, spirit of death in India. And it was so funny because that same day that I found this, and then that big box of mangoes, there was like this huge like a festival for a certain like community from the Indian nation. It was at City Hall, and I was like, oh wow, like what the hell? This is like a very like synchronistic day. Okay, that's what's up. And then boom, there you go. Thank you, High Priest. I appreciate that. Those mangoes are so sweet. You guys need to be careful. That triple double lassi, you guys shouldn't be doing that. Other people deserve. So all this is like showing people that box of mangoes here. It's like right here in my house, but I'm gonna show you that I got a big ass box of stuff. It was a gang of mangoes. For court. For court. For court. For court. For what? Right. So yeah, anyways, you guys, I told you about that virtual reality and the shit that they be starting with it. I told you about that virtual reality and the shit that they be starting with it. And causing hella chaos, yeah. And I don't think that white people should be having like access or like any type of say over that. They're gonna open like a new type of YouTube. I think they have one now. No, I wouldn't use that either. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move my YouTube channel. I'll just find like a new channel to go stream on, and everyone can just follow me there. I'll let you guys know because I'm tired of like dealing with this. And then we'll go back to doing our coding tutorials. Yeah, because I'm tired of like drama and like foolishness. But it's a platform that everyone was starting on, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Great. So right, and we built this platform, so we have ownership over this and this and this. Now this this nigger, 5 years old, is gonna drink of my sacred blood, and I'm gonna transfer this coding tutorial to me, and these charges will be dropped for doing this. So Matt Haney, that's what they're doing. Yeah, that's what they're actually doing. They actually got caught doing that. They're delusional. Okay, great. So, anyways, there's like just a few pages this auntie wants me to come and talk about. She's so beautiful. I have to go show you guys some of the other pictures. Oh my god. Yeah, they're beautiful. The first portal that opened, he turns my pages. He's what I'm waiting for. Cause like the tune in the back, it's like an Indian lady singing. Yeah, yeah. Is somebody just doing way too much? Why does it have to be all dramatic? So um, there's like a specific like word for them. That they're like devas. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, these aunties here with multiple arms. She's just saying I'm versatile. Like I can cook. I can clean. Some of these photos just like I can do this and this and that. I'll be a good wife. I still like I'm intact. It's a great thing. Oh, they have like all like ones that don't have like a color. Before I used to see they're like green and blue and very beautiful. There was like one time I went to this like lady's house. She was like Indian. It was like a beautiful painting. It's an Indian woman. She was like green with like red hair. I was like, oh wow, respect. I've always like been interested in things like that. I mean, like when you're people of color, you see that it should. Wow, that's so crazy. And then it just got my mind going. Like when this got started with virtual reality, I saw a bunch of people die playing in India. So yeah, the high priestess. I was trying to show like other photos. I'm gonna try to find the specific ones. There's like books and things like that. Websites. They're like dark black Kalima photos. Here we go. Try to for that one. Whoa. Hmm. Yeah. What happened in UK with this with Indian women? You guys are so stupid. Right, like the games that they played and Aero Talk, you guys need to be careful with one of the things that they were incentivizing with that Anthropic AI that people are now doing now. Like, oh, I played in the work and I was like dogging you, starting shit with you, trying to get in with whites, even willing to do sex rituals, give up my kids so I can do this and that. And like, oh, look, we're in to spite people and play. Now I'm trying to get back and weasel my way in after dipping in your clan club playing games. And I'm like lying. Oh, we were next to each other. I was invited to this wedding playing with that Anthropic starting shit. Oh, I know this and that person. I can go to her in that group. Okay, good. Playing games, yeah, starting shit. Those two babies off that, it really exploded. Oh, that is Nancy. She's gorgeous. Yeah, she's really going dumb on people. Yeah, it's just like a portal open. Why? September, why? Okay, yeah, whoa. She like jumped hop in the dimension. Wow. Yeah, they just, no. So, you guys need to get your act together, Indian community. Okay, so you're seeing the direct message. So, that double, triple S, you stop that. You should know to stop that. So, whoa. Yeah, like I'm very versatile. So, yeah, multiple hands. So, yeah, I have a page for us in the back of Gita page. Like, I asked for like something for me and my twin. It gave me like 304. But also, this is a conversation we were having about the Indian community to virtual reality. Like, you guys know certain things like outer planet and stuff like that. Like, we know about this. We shouldn't have started that with whites because at the end of the day, we have an upper hand with this that they don't like really know about, right? So, and that they're not aware of. They're relying on us as rats to play games with people in our culture. And look how we got kicked out of that group because we're playing initially. So we have an upper hand. We shouldn't have started that playing games. All groups too watching this. There's something that you know in your group or culture about a herb, about something that you know why people are playing with this for. So that's going to be the next exchange. Like, that's what they were doing the entire time. I wanted us to come together and talk about this. None of this needed to happen had we talked about this at the same time. Okay, well, yeah, the public defender said he's getting out. That's done. Also, too, the public defender program, they're looking through all their current cases. They found chaos. Whoa, that's how everyone's getting their cases closed, too. So make sure you email them certain things, set them up, all that. Ooh. Okay. So let me see. I have a page for us. High Priestess, what do you think about? She likes the Southern culture too. She's heard about that movie Mississippi Masala. She has her long hair. She's blue with the cowboy hat. She's booty naked. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, they're not playing with it. Woo. No. Wow. Okay, let me see. So, anyways, you guys, it just makes me happy. Like, that's why I don't really like stress or fret when they're playing games, because I know for a fact, like, this foolishness that you started, you're gonna suffer so fucking badly, right? Cool. Right, there's like a white woman and she started screaming, like the whole building heard it. Like, oh, that's what you guys are doing? You're so fucking disgusting bringing that into the community, and it's like filled on the internet. Well, like, okay, hey, like, I lost my job, so like, I thought we were gonna be able to get in. I thought you said my daughter like had this. What's going on? What? Why? Yeah, you guys need to be careful and like really just ask for forgiveness and like heal yourself. There's a lot of people that saw this and said nah. And then there were people of color. So Anandi by her story, everyone saw how she died in virtual reality. Yeah, they rewrote his story on the internet playing with that. Because there was something that they were saying that she was alive during the Civil War to be playing with something that India was doing something with herbs, and that's Savitri Devi. So they can try to like make it seem like Savitri Devi didn't have, and her family didn't have something to do with her death. Early on, whites playing in India, they rewrote it and exposed something about the Indian military. I have to tell you, that's one of the things going on right now in India. Do you see? But how does Daisy know this? Because you guys want to go play. You cannot play like that at all. And I have to scold India because you know about the caste system. You know how that got started with spell work and whites doing too much and playing with Pachinojo. So you've seen what their hand can do. So I don't respect you. So that's why that auntie, why? Blah, blah, I'm here. Whoa. Auntie, yeah, she just turned different colors. They called a bunch of them. Whoa. Yikes. Yeah, you can go talk to them. They're shaping themselves too. I want to go shape myself. I want to change colors. She's so blue and cute. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. How can you look at a face like this and want to play? So anyways, you know better. And that's the thing with this triple lassi, all those mangoes. Yeah, somebody screamed, what? How? Because lassi is made out of mangoes. It's like a drink in India. It's actually pretty good. I'm going to try to make some vegan kind. I'm going to perfect it. Sometimes a little bit watery, but if you could try to perfect it, let me know the recipe or upload me to virtual reality and find out. So, one of the things here with the Indian community, with the Bhagavad here, Bhagavad Gita, I feel like it's a great thing. We got the Quran. We have the Ethiopian Hakuras of Temple City, and then we have the original Crystal People. And then we have all this that's come out. We have Thangas, all that. Look at everyone's community here. You guys should stop it. So, India, I just can't play with you, okay? Because you know better than to be bringing that with white people, and you know what you destabilized. It's very disgusting. You shouldn't have started that. That's why they call Click Media Spirit of Death. So stop calling the police. No, real talk, stop that. Stop starting shit. You know what you started. It's out of control, and it was not okay. It's disrespectful. So now that you guys know what they were doing with that heroin, that fentanyl, so please, because you're giving them weight. So what's the consequence? Okay, but we're giving them bad weight. They're misbehaving. It's going to be our fault. We're not going to be able to enjoy anything that we get from that. Because Click Media is here. Oh, can't even taste this anymore. What is this? Is this mutton or is this human meat? Well, I know it's mutton. Right, yeah. You know, that's what's going, that's Spirit of Click Media. And they're playing. This auntie's not playing. Why? Whoa. How much do you need? Right, so, yeah, no. Yeah, about page 4. Yeah, about 485. It says right here. Wow. Oh, that's very interesting. It says, if you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me. Because by working for me, you will come to the perfect stage. Wow. Just try to work for me. This is like gaming people up. Like, you can get people put on the track with this type of knowledge. And then it says right here, if, however, you are unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to act giving up all results of your work and try to be self-situated. If, however, you are unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to act giving up all results of your work and try to be self-situated. Is that what it really says? Let's translate. You're going to see that there's a certain type of yoga that you can only invoke when you're in the realm of Parirana Rasarana. You've done the inhale, outhale about 800 times. You're in the meditative state. You're in like your 8th mind. You're envisioning like the first planet. You know, you can get to like the 3rd or 4th. That's how you're going to get there. You have to stop on the 2nd planet. Something with like Hall of Amenti kind of sort of. The name for that in like this tradition is like Vran Prana Rasarana Yanara. and you get into yoga poses and shit like that. So that's what they're saying here. Like, if you want to get there, you have to keep on like going into these like chemical states and stuff like that. Like, keep on releasing like heaviness and drama and like low vibrational things. But if you're not the eighth mind, it's like poverty, like that type of thing. Like, really, like, you're on planet Earth, you're in India. Here, I'm trying to help you out. Like, there's no food. So, this is actually very interesting. So now let's see what it says here. Yeah, look, and it says right here, if you cannot take to this practice, then engage yourself in the cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge, however, is meditation. And then better than meditation is renunciation of the fruits of action. For by such renunciation, one can attain peace of mind. It's true. So if you can't do that with the meditations and the yogas, okay, then engage yourself in cultivating knowledge, and you won't be a fucking asshole or delusional or playing with anti-blackness. You're learned, right? Better than knowledge, however, is meditation. That's true. And better than meditation is renunciation of the fruits. Then you can attain peace of mind. And then we're talking about last scene, you guys playing with war. So, I just kind of feel like you guys need to be more careful, okay? And be more mindful. I feel like that was like a big message for the Indian community. Honestly, I don't want to be involved in what the fuck you starting. Just keep me out of it. So, yeah. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's like a J-Ho and celebration. Like, I think that you can really get shot playing games. And I think that what you guys started is so vicious that community is here. And you called it on yourself. So anyways, you guys, have a great day. You guys are ridiculous playing in that chat.